Alright, what's up YouTube? Everybody that comments on my threads, YouTube comments, YouTube shorts, Instagram Reels, anything regarding this card. Right. There's a reason why we graded this card. Again, with another company. Right. There's a reason why we graded this. CGC is a scam company, right? I'm going to say that right now. It's a scam company, yeah? It's a scam, right? You grade your cards with CGC, you're getting scammed. I've got probably about 20 more slabs we've got to crack, right? To regrade. Because I don't believe that the grade that they got is correct, right? So the whole reason why we're recracking cards is we're regrading. So, okay, let's say this. So this is a 9.5 Gen Mint Charizard, you know, which would have been in a case like, for example, CGC card. We have one at reachable distance. Right now, no. Right? So, CGC blue label, right? Apart from this one. But this one's in the black, right? So, if you send this card back to CGC, they will upgrade this card to a 10, right? Now, what we are trying to prove is this grade, yeah, incorrect, right? Is this grade incorrect, or is this grade correct? Okay. So they would upgrade this card to a 10, meaning if you send this back to CGC, they will upgrade this card to a 10. So this guy commented on my threads. I swear to God, these people are so annoying, bro. Right? Blue label CGC 9 can be reslabbed to a 10. Good job on wasting your money and time, I guess. Okay. Okay, listen to what I'm going to say. Right. He says, look it up on Google, you might actually be a moron. Okay, let's just explain why he's the moron, and he is not knowing why I'm doing this, or making this even as a video, right? This is why I'm addressing this comment. He said, you're missing the point, dude. That 9, that 10, or not subjective as a different employee or as a new company, right? Because I said this card isn't a 10, right? Placing the card in a 9.5 in a case which is a 10 is incorrect. Okay. So you want to place this card inside of a CGC 10, right? Okay. So this card was cracked out of a case and is off center. Okay? My computer's going ham for some reason, right? We have this as off center, right? So if you gave this a grade 10, if you upgraded this card from an 8 to a 10, that would be a fraudulent grade. That would be an incorrect grade. And why is this card not a 10? Because the card is off center, right? But it's off center to the point where it's out of the parameter to be a 10. Yeah? Okay. So, wait, wrong one. Wrong movement, right? The centering on this card is a 7.75. Meaning, if the centering on this card went higher than an 8, this card would have been upgraded to a 10. But to prove that this card is not worthy of the 10 grade, we have graded the card with another company. Yeah? Okay. Oh, but you paid more money. Ha ha ha. You wasted your... Come on. Okay. CGC does not put this in a new slab for free. Okay. This is the whole reason why we did this in the first place. Let me give you an example of breakdowns of costs in the UK. So I have to send them the card tracked. Yes, okay, with a tracking number. This costs me £3.45 if my envelopes are free. I have to pay £3.45 to get that item back from CGC, as well as paying a £13 reholder service. That would cost me a total of £19.90 when I can grade the card with AGS, which costs me £15, therefore I'm saving money, right? And I get the best accurate grade, that the grade cannot be argued. You can't argue with me that this card is a 10, but this card isn't a 10. So if you put this card as a 10, you are fraudulently selling this card to someone as a 10. Then someone picks up the card and goes at an event, let's say you're vending, right? And someone goes, that's a 10. Bro, how is this a 10? This card is off center. But CGC said it's a 10. But why is it a 10? But why is the card a 10? Where is the proof? Where is the evidence that that card is a 10? Well, we have the evidence right here why the card cannot be a 10. So everything is flawless on this card, right? Centering 10, back 10, edges 10, corners 10. Corners 10, surface 10, edges 10. The centering on this card is too far out to be a 10. Right. For this card to be a 10, the overall centering rating needs to be above a 9. Yeah, it's not a 9. It's not. The centering is too far out. If you gave this card, which is too far out, the centering, a 10, yeah, then this card is wrong. This card, it would be wrong. This grade is wrong. This grade is the proper grade. This card is not a 10. CGC is scamming you. Okay, right. We have a 9.5 here, right? A 9.5. So, why is this card a 9.5? It seems to me that I need to crack this card to see if AGS upgrade this card to a 10. Because my experiment right now is the 9.5 is not worthy of getting the grade 10. Where the CGC 9 blue label is. So it means to me, as my research so far, is these have been graded correctly. This is not a 10. This is a 9.5. This is not gem mint because the centering is halfway across the screen. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, the comments and the people that comment on these videos without actually doing any research on why we're doing this are so annoying. They're so dumb. Yeah, like they're calling me dumb, saying, "Oh, but you graded the card and you paid more money." Well, I would have had to pay more money going through the CGC reholder service. Like, they should be doing this for free, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, so let me give you an example, right? Let's grade 1 million cards and let's change our grading standards. So I seen CGC PSA posted something about the pristine 10 on April Fool's Day. All right, you're gonna give it. Let's say, for example, there was to do that. Well, now every single grade 10, every single PSA 10 that now is there's a label that you could get a pristine 10. That means every single 10 in a 10 case is not technically a 10 because it could be a pristine 10. You can't grade your grade. You can't change your grading standards halfway through grading 10 million cards. You can't change your grading standards saying, "Oh, but a 9.5 is going to be upgraded to a 10," when the card is not capable of getting a 10. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god! I rest my case. Thanks for watching my video, guys. We'll see you next time on slab wars and slab cracking. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace.